Good morning and welcome to Daybreak. I'm Deb Uren, Vice President of the Oxford Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Terry Stiles. I'm Production Manager at OCTV. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. Well, it's been a couple of weeks,
yeah.
So we've got a lot of very interesting information to share with you today. So I'm going to jump right in and tell you when the Chamber's next mixer is going to be. Our February mixer is going to be at 24th Street Tavern, and it's going to be on Thursday, February 27th, and as always from 4:30 to 6:30. Our next Coffee Connect is going to be at the Oxford Tim Hortons. That is going to be on the first Tuesday of March, which is March 3rd, from 8 to 9 o'clock. After that, we're going to be having in March a special dinner treat that's going to be held out at Victoria's Reserve in Rochester. It's in Goodison. And if you haven't been to one of these before, I've had the privilege of being able to go twice now because it is limited seating. I want to say that it's either 25, 27, 28 is the maximum seating in there. But Victoria prepares a special little, she'll have an appetizer, then a little treat of some sort, and then a dessert. And it's all three of these items are paired with wine. And this is the gentleman that she buys all of her wine from, so you actually get to meet him, and you are able to taste along with her tasting of food, and then afterwards you can even buy some of the wine to take home. So
I've heard of other people that have been to that event. Victoria's is of Victoria's Delights here in Oxford, and she knows what she's doing.
Yes.
Everybody really, really enjoys it. They feel relaxed.
Yes.
And it's so intimate, one-on-one, just like her restaurant here.
But you're actually able to see her. I mean, granted, a lot of stuff is prepared, but you can see her prepare it. You receive the recipes for it.
Oh, that I didn't know.
She talks about, why she puts in what she's putting in, why she's using these items.
Amazing.
And everything is fresh. And boy, oh boy, it is so, so good. And the wines. I'm not even a wine person. But I do enjoy the wine, and it does have that special. And I do always come home with a couple of bottles. I mean, I do purchase a few bottles of wine, but just the taste of the wine is so, so good. So that's going to be on March 26th. And the time is from 5 to 7. So if you don't know where that's at, it's on Collins Road in Rochester, right across the street from the cider mill that's right there.
Right. So that little neighborhood in the back.
That little neighborhood in the back. Yep.
What a quaint little place.
It is.
I hope too many people don't go because I want to go. I guess I better RSVP.
But you do have to, you have to number one, receive our newsletter, because the RSVP goes directly to Vicky's site, and it is free. So it's going directly to her site, but she wants to, know the number of people that are coming. So you just click and you just log right in there. And then our next this is yet another big issue. There's going to be an Auto Insurance Reform 2020. Oh my gosh. This is a lecture that is going to be given by Curtis Insurance, both Brenda Guy Marie and Greg Clay from Curtis Insurance. They're going to be holding at the Oxford Public Library on Tuesday, April 14th at noon. They are going to fill us all in on all of these issues that are taking place in everybody's auto insurance.
Right, so it's something that we voted in previous.
Yes.
And we weren't really aware of the entire background to this whole thing, and it really sounds like it's going to throw a lot of liability and responsibility on the insured. It's kind of scary to hear how devastating that's going to be. So it will behoove you to attend this. 100 and some people they're expecting, right?
They're expecting over 100 people to attend this particular lecture. And being that it's taking place in April, I'm sure that if there is an overflowing amount of people, that Brenda and Greg will do another one. It's not a guarantee. I'm just saying that because they really and truly want to get the word out. We've spoken to them so many times, and it is very important. And if you're like me, I've been involved with my insurance company for years and years and years, and we, as of yet, have heard nothing about it.
No, I haven't either. And
Yes.
same. We have the same insurance company, and we talk with them often.
Right.
And so, I haven't heard anything about it except for through Brenda. I know Brenda has warned us over and over again, this is not going to be fun.
Right. And
So,
the thing too is, you might say to yourself, well, why are they waiting until April? Well, believe it or not, things are not even fine-tuned yet. They're not even exactly cast in stone as to how all of this is going to take place. So it's going to be just prior to this date that everything, all their ducks will be in a row, and they'll be able to, have all of the information and not, be providing us with just some of the bits and pieces of it. So, and it doesn't take place, I want to say it was either the end of July, beginning of August, somewhere around that, where this actually starts becoming into effect. So we still have time, and we still need to be informed. So it's a great, great, great lecture. I'll tell you again, it's going to be Tuesday, April 14th at our own Oxford Public Library at noon. So
you do need to register for that as well. So that's another, hopefully you get our newsletter, the Chamber newsletter, so that you can register. Or can they call the library maybe and register
call the library,
for that?
call the Chamber. Give the Chamber a call, and they'll make sure, Amy will make sure that you guys get registered. So, or you could even call Brenda, and you can call Curtis Insurance.
Sure.
That would be really, because the registration is all going towards, to them, so that they can see the people that are coming, the quantity of people that are coming.
That's
So
a big deal.
big, big, big events that are taking place here, just with the Chamber alone, and with us promoting these events. This is something, Curtis Insurance has been a key member of our Chamber for many, many years now. So this is something that we want to promote for them.
Sure.
Along with, there's always something going on. So I'd like to just take this time to just welcome some of our new members that have joined the Chamber. We have Emmanuel Congregational Church that's located on Hovey Street in Oxford. If you've noticed the new, it's called the Magic Brownie Box, that's on 40 North Washington Street. That's right there with MC Witches. Then Everything Equine, that of course is all horse-related items. They're located in the Legacy Center. I just went to their kind of like a grand opening that they had 2 weeks ago. And place was hopping. There's a lot of horse people out here, both in Oxford and Metamora. So this is horse country. So perfect place to go. It's called Everything Equine, and it's at the 925 Legacy Center. Then we also have a new Mary Kay representative. She has been involved with Mary Kay for many, many years. So she's new to our chamber here, and she's located in Gulf Villa on Gulf Villa Drive. So once again, you'll see her information is all on our newsletter. So welcome to our new chamber members. Let's see, what else do we have going on? I know that we're going to be talking about the road construction. We're going to be talking, let me give you the dates for our upcoming annual golf outing. Once again, that's going to be out at Boulder Point. and it's going to be on Friday, June 19th. So we like to plan that right around that weekend of Father's Day, because it's a great way.
Fun. Yeah.
Great way, and we had fathers and sons and fathers and daughters that attended last year. So it's a nice way to bring Dad out to go golfing. And so that, once again, is June 19th out at Boulder Point. So let's see, what else can we talk about? I want to talk about the State of the Community Breakfast. That too will be coming up in February, and that is going to be out at Independence Village. That will be February 20th, and that time, Terry, time.
It's it's morning. It's early morning.
Yeah,
I think
8:30 to
right.
10.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I wasn't aware of. I knew it was early morning, so good. Yeah. So that is going to be a great event. The chief is going to be there, right?
Chief's going to be, oh yes. Well, Chief's one of our board members.
And he's also going to talk about the M24 reconstruction?
Yes, we're going to have, let me see, we're going to be having Joe Madure from the village. We're going to be having Jack Curtis from the township. We're going to have Glenn Pape, who is our DDA director, and then someone from MDOT. And with that person, they're going to be talking about all of this road construction that is taking place. But it's more or less giving us an update as to all of the things that have taken place back in 2019, along with items that are going to take place now here in 2020.
Right, yeah.
So this is going to be yet another informative, very informative breakfast. And then we also have our leadership awards. And should I tell them who's receiving the leadership awards this year? It's our own OCTV.
Yeah, that's
it's going to
really
be Bill Service and Terry Stiles.
Nice, very nice.
So we are really looking forward to making that presentation to them. It's very well deserved.
Thank you.
And it's something that we truly, as a chamber, we do enjoy, you know, having those out. We've got beautiful plaques that are going to be given to both of you. So I don't want to say too much, seeing as I'm right here with my partner in crime. But
we're excited.
We
are very excited.
And you should be. You should be. You guys do so much for our community. You know, the wealth of information that comes out of this studio, and everything that everybody does here, both behind the scenes and definitely out there with the interviews, all of the interviews you do. You know, you come to our ribbon cuttings, and you know, our last ribbon cutting that we had out at Birdie's, there you were doing after the ribbon cutting, you were still doing interviews with people that people that are, you know, that attended. You know, it was just on the spot. Hey, here, can I talk to you for a couple of minutes? And there's that mic, and there's the camera, and away you went. So
well, there's so many people worth featuring. Everybody has a story. I've always said that. And maybe because I'm a little bit nosy, but everybody in this community has something to say that's worth listening to.
Absolutely.
And it's our community. It's people from our community. And I always say that Oxford Television is the front porch of the community.
Right.
We had front porches way back when, so that we could all sit and chat with each other and visit with our neighbors, and that's going away. So we're the front porch, I think, of the community, and connecting people with people.
Absolutely. And you know, and in the wintertime, people are out of their homes even less. You know, they stay in their home, and to receive this information by way of TV it's important. It's very important.
I think we're lucky to have a television station in our community. We
are very, very lucky. I'm thrilled. I am thrilled for us. I'm thrilled for the community. And
I do want to talk about an upcoming event that we are going to hold, OCTV,
Absolutely.
Speaking of the community, but I want to do a little bit of a break because it'll take me a minute, and then we'll be right back.
If you're interested in sponsoring a show for OCTV, please give us a call at 248-628-9658, and we'll air a promotional video for your local business.
back to Daybreak. I'm Deb Uren, Vice President of the Oxford Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Terry Stiles, Production Manager at OCTV. And I did say that OCTV is having an event coming up, and it's not right away. The event is going to be a forum for candidates in Oxford Township that will be running for Township Board, Treasurer, Clerk, and Township Supervisor, which this year Bill Dunn is not going to run for Township Supervisor. I think he's running for trustee. He doesn't want to be done with it, but he doesn't want that huge responsibility.
So he still wants to stay. He wants to stay on the board, but he just does not want the position of supervisor.
Right.
So
and they have opted, the township people that I've talked to, and I haven't talked to everybody that's running because they don't have to. Everybody doesn't have to have their sheets in, their information in, to the clerk until April 9th, I believe it is.
Oh, okay.
So they have to gather signatures and they have to certainly put in their intent to run.
Yes.
So I'm waiting to do a formal notification until after April 9th, and then we're looking at maybe holding this debate, this forum, somewhere in June.
Okay.
That'll give people time to settle in, and they know what they want to talk about. They want to hopefully they've been to enough township meetings that they know what is important in the township. So we will have this forum. I'm hoping to have it at the school. I haven't talked to Tim Throne yet. So it's all early stages yet. Addison Township, I've spoken to a couple candidates there. 4 years ago, we did independent interviews. So we spoke to each person running independently, and we gave them, the first person set that time frame, and then we gave everybody that amount of time to be able to talk about themselves and what was important in their community. And so we will have two different methods of delivering information about the candidates to the community, but that's what we're here for. We are here to impart information, and so we will strictly be doing that for township. If the village would like to do a forum, they can call me and let me know, or if people are running in the village, I'm not even sure.
I'm not sure.
For Leonard and Oxford, I'm sure somebody's probably seat is up, so.
But you know, for our community, this is very, very important to come and hear what all of these candidates have to say, especially now that there are new people coming in.
Changing of the guard,
exactly. And so voting is always a responsibility that we have to take and go and listen to what the people have to say, and see if the questions that you have in your heart and mind are being answered, and who the best candidate will be. It's not one of these popularity contests. That's what I wanted to say. Yes, it has to be what is going to be the best for our community, and what issues are important to them that they are going to be there and taking care of for the community.
They are going to be your voice.
Exactly.
I speak from experience. I was, and a lot of people know this, I was on the village council, and what a tremendous responsibility. I did not feel the gravity of that when I said yes. I will do that. I was appointed initially, and then I ran, and I was voted in. Every single time I made a decision, it was tough. It was a tough decision to make because I knew I was the voice for my neighbors. And you have to be constantly aware of what your neighbors want and need, so you have to keep in communication. I was really lucky. People called me often or emailed me and said, I really didn't like that decision that you made, Terry. And so it gave me an opportunity to communicate with them, and why not? What was I missing? And anybody that's running for any seat, better be really aware that you're not doing this for yourself. You're doing it for your community.
Right.
You're doing it for your neighbors. It doesn't matter what your opinion is up there. You need to take in consideration everybody's opinion and then boil it down to the best decision you can possibly make.
Exactly.
And you know, I've seen too many times, so I've covered boards for 21 years. In this community, in Brandon Township, in Goodrich, in Addison Township, I've covered boards. I've sat at a lot of those board meetings, and I've seen too many people up there making decisions that they want to make.
Exactly.
And so be aware. Go to those meetings. Also go to this debate. We will keep forum. We will keep you informed as to when and where that's going to happen. And for those that are running, please know the issues. Please know what's important in your community.
Exactly. Exactly.
Boy, I just feel like my mom.
This is a very, very good point. I'm thankful that we were able to put this in, but we're going to take just one more quick break, and then we'll be right back, and we'll talk about the census. So don't go away, please.
The 2020 State of the Community Breakfast and Leadership Awards is coming to Oxford on February 20th. The event is from 8:30 to 10 a.m. at Independence Village, located at 701 Market Street. Get updates on the M24 reconstruction project and hear from local officials. Breakfast will be provided. Sign up at oxfordchamber.net or call 248-628-0410.
Hey guys, welcome back to Daybreak. Debbie Wren, Vice President of the Oxford Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Terry Stiles, Production Manager at OCTV. And sorry if you felt like I was your mom yelling at you, but having been there, it's a serious responsibility.
It is.
If you're doing it honestly. And another thing, just let me do one more thing.
Okay.
If you are going to run for a board, be prepared to sit and read that packet prior to getting to a meeting. Nothing makes me more frustrated than to see a board member go, I don't know about that. I'm just reading it now. I'm not sure. I can't make a decision on that. Read that packet ahead of time. Know what you're talking about and know what you're making your decisions on. Don't make the decision based on your own mood at that moment. You have to read this ahead of time. And boy, this is wearing my heart on my sleeve, but I said this the other day. I've seen it happen so many times. And so I lost my mom, and I was very close to her. And there were many times my mom would call me and say, let's go shopping, or come on over. She always made wonderful dinners. Sorry, Mom, I can't. I'm reading my packet. And I regret that I didn't put that packet down and go visit my mom. But on the other hand, I'm proud to say I read that packet.
Right.
And
You
I
were
was able
always
to make
prepared.
decisions based on the information that I had in front of me. So anyhow, I'm done with that. But another thing that's really important that's happening throughout our communities, all of them, Leonard, Addison, Oxford, all of Michigan, all of the United States, is the 2020 census. There is $675 billion that the government, the federal government, is prepared to disperse through communities. And it's based on the number of people that you have in your community. The amount of money you get is based on that. $675 billion. That's a lot of money, and we could have a decent portion of that if every single solitary person in this community fills that census out and sends it back.
Exactly.
That's all you're
Simple.
asking. It's a simple thing. If you were told you have a 1 in 10 chance to win $1 million, you're going to fill that thing. If you fill something out, you're going to fill it out and you're going to send it back. It's pretty much the same thing. If you have a community conscience, fill that census out and send it back in. In 2010, which was our last census.
Okay.
I think they have them every 10 years. They only got a 75% return. To me, I guess nationally that's a good number, but to me that's not good enough.
Right.
If you care about your community and you care how much money comes into your community, and that's to repair your roads. Or I know there's a debate in the village of Oxford right now about repairing sidewalks. The village thinks that the residents should repair their sidewalk in front of their house. The residents think the village should repair the sidewalk in front of your house.
I agree.
If there was enough in the money in the community coffers, that's something that could be delegated. Again, if you ran for office, you could help decide where that money's going to go.
Or go to those meetings.
Go to the meetings. I'm telling you, it was so important to have, and I was always very lucky. We had a good handful of people at our meetings when I was sitting on council. Some of them have passed on. 2 of them I know, 3 I know of that have passed on. They were religious about coming.
Yes.
And boy, they didn't hesitate to say, I don't like that decision you're making there. Let me put my 2 cents in. It was important. Those were the people that were living in the community we were making decisions for. And so, it all goes hand in hand. If you want money in your community, fill out your census. If you want to have a say-so as to where that money goes within your community, run for a board and know what you're talking about. I just can't say enough about community involvement.
With the census, we have a lot of snowbirds. They too are. They too will receive these packets, and they are to make sure that when they fill it out, they're filling it out for
Oxford
their
Township,
exactly where their real roots are.
Yeah, agreed. Good point. Good point.
I did hear that at one time, and myself, of course, I'm not a snowbird. But I do know a lot of people that they're gone for 1, 2, some 3 months.
That's right.
So
and, yep, they do need to put their primary home location would be here.
And you want that money to be able to come to your community. I mean, doesn't this help out in the school system as well?
Helps everything.
Everything that we have going on.
Yep. So you will be hearing a lot, some CUGs in there too. It might help your not in this community, but it might help transportation in other communities.
Oh, yes.
I think some COG's involved in that. I'm not sure about, there's even some COG communications. I'm not sure about North Oakland Transportation Authority.
NOTA.
I don't know if they capture some of those funds, but it's worth that risk, isn't it?
Exactly. And do we have any idea date-wise as to when we should start expecting to see these census come?
I don't yet, but you're going to see a lot coming from us. We're doing promos, we're doing informational ditties. I just got permission today to put out a video on the air, so it's all going to start, we're going to start inundating you with that.
So you will be seeing a lot about the census. I know this has been a really packed Daybreak today. And Terry and I are just so passionate about all of this stuff that I hope that you do take it all to heart and that you listened and you enjoyed Daybreak, and we will be back again and we will see you, and take care and have a great day.
And thanks to River Tuck for being the technical engineer today.
Thanks, River.
Welcome to Oxford Community Television. We are proud that our 4 communities continue to choose local programming, local news, sports, community issues, familiar faces, celebrations, and commitment to each other. Welcome to Oxford Community Television.
On Friday, it's Fish Day at the American Legion in Oxford. It runs from noon to 8, and we will have over 300 of our best friends enjoying our fish and our carryout. Sure, we have checked it out and we have found that we have the best cod and walleye in Michigan. Want dessert? It's all homemade by our auxiliary ladies for just $1. For your vets, we have hats, just $5. On the bar side, here's some of our friends. Hi, everybody! On the museum side, some more friends. Hi again! Where you can check out one of the best military museums in the state. All Friday at the American Legion from noon to 8 at 130 East Drainer Road in Oxford.
Catch us anytime on YouTube. Go to Oxford Community Television YouTube.